There are many weird laws that are throughout the United States, and some of them are just darn right outrageous, and some of them actually they don't really implement anymore. One of those weird laws is that you cannot ride your horse up the stairs to the county courthouse. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds bizarre. That's not real. But trust me, it is. That city is none other than Prescott, Arizona. And today, I'm going to take you on a tour of Prescott, tell you a little bit about the history, the people, the wildlife, some of the places. So let's take a ride down to the Old West. Now, we got to clear the air. There's been a common mispronunciation of the city. A lot of people I hear, they will call it Prescott. Well, that's not the right way to say it. The right way to pronounce it is Prescott. And my father once told me a saying. He said that there are no Scots in Prescott. And that stuck pretty well to me. And I pronounced it right to this day. And it's one of those pronunciation things like Illinois that it just, oh, whoa, outrageous. So, we all know the bar, Whiskey Row. Okay, we got one out in Gilbert. Little fun fact is the actual Whiskey Row is located in Prescott, Arizona. And it is directly across the street from the courthouse. And there's multiple bars that line the streets and many of them are still open to this day. Prescott was founded in 1864 and was the first capital of the territory Arizona. It was eventually moved to Tucson in 1867. However, that title was reclaimed in 1877 until Phoenix became the capital in 1889. As one of the oldest towns in Arizona, Prescott has played an interesting part and role. It is the home of the world's oldest rodeo, Frontier Days. The town was actually named after a famous historian, William H. Prescott, who was widely recognized as the first American scientific historian. Let's fast forward now to the 1900s. There was a great fire that almost burned down all of Whiskey Row. In fact, most of the buildings were destroyed, and many of the patrons simply walked across the street to the courthouse square and continued to drink and watch it burn. One bar in particular, the people removed the hand-carved bar from the inside bar and the outdoor bar and carried it over across the street to the courthouse and continued to drink. This bar is known as Palace Restaurant and Saloon. This is the oldest business that is still running in the state of Arizona. There were many loyal patrons of the palace. Some were more well known than others, one of which was Doc Holliday and the Earp brothers, who helped fund the actual reconstruction of the saloon. And this was all before their well-known shootout at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. For a brief time, they all lived in Prescott before moving down there. Prescott has been one of the number one places to go when I need a vacation. From the massive lakes, from Lynx Lake to Willow Creek, to the grass plains and the lush forests, Prescott has a vast variety of environments and wildlife. There's many things to do for hiking, fishing, camping, shooting, hunting. I always go there. I always go to Willow Creek and fish, and I'll sit there and just relax, and it's honestly an escape from reality, which is great to have right now. The vast terrain out there allows for many different many different types of activities for you to do with different environments. So it's never gets boring, and then the wildlife out there, from deer, bobcats, mountain lions, rabbits, quails, squirrels, you name it, Prescott has it. Prescott's right there on the cusp of vast mountain ranges and forests to grass plains. And honestly, it's not uncommon to wake up out there and look out your window and see a bobcat or a deer in your front yard. There's multiple times where that has happened to me. Well, hopefully you guys learned a little bit about what makes Prescott an amazing place, and hopefully you'll want to visit it in future. Or you've already been there and didn't quite know much about the town, and now you do. I know personally that if the opportunity arose for me, I would move there and stay there. Thank you for listening, and have a great night. Thank you.